So I'd see people marching around behind all the time and getting yelled at and all that fun stuff. And I thought, okay, this is something I want to do. About a week before school started, and said, hey, is this too late for me? I'm a sophomore here. I want to sign up. What do I need to do? I haven't looked back since. It's been one of probably the best decisions I've ever made.
One day we were touring the campus and my sister had gone through ROTC. She's like, you should just check it out. Go to the ROTC detachment, see what it's like. And I was at first very against it. Went 1 week and still wanted to quit. My mom's like, just give it one more week. Ended up going to all these dinners with people on my flight, ended up falling in love with the program, falling in love with the mission, and it's just something I kind of developed into. I had no plan, but it got me on a path to where I am now. So.
I wanted to come back to ROTC. I was an ROTC graduate, North Carolina State University, but I wanted to come back to this environment and help build the next generation of leaders. So the ROTC program is it's a 4-year program. The freshman and sophomore curriculums are really about teamwork, followership, and then transition into leadership and management techniques, management styles. So again, personalities, conflict management, conflict resolution, different things that you'll experience as a leader of a team. And we go through examples of things that have happened. We have a really diverse cadre. So we bring those lessons into the classroom and really try to impress upon cadets those things that we learned and to help to bring them up to that level so that they're ready to face a wide variety of challenges.
The second that I stepped into Lieutenant Colonel Jones' office, and he's a C-130 pilot, we started just talking about ROTC, and he was like, well, what do you want to do? And I kind of took a second, and I was like, well, I think I want to be a pilot. And he was like, okay, good.
I'd love to get to the point where you're kind of working on a bigger scale. Obviously, operational is great, but there's a lot more than that, so it'd be nice to have kind of a view okay, this is what it takes to run a wing or something like that.
I'd like to be a leader that leads by example. I would never ask someone to do something that I wouldn't do myself, is kind of something I want to keep doing throughout my years, and hopefully even more so once I go out to duty.
All of the skills that I'm learning here, which I probably wouldn't have, at least maybe not to the degree, are just making me to be the best person that I can be to able to, one, serve my country, but just to be a valuable member of this society in general.
Whenever they come into our program as a young high school graduate, ambitious, but not the most disciplined a lot of the time, we're turning them into lieutenants. And they're ready to go and lead flights and lead airmen and accomplish the mission whenever they leave this program.
Once I came into ROTC, it was just the phrase of get outside your comfort zone, try something new, step outside the box, and eventually did. And going from super shy person to CTA is a very drastic change. So I think a lot of it's just growth into who I am and being more confident in myself. So that's a big growth aspect of, I think, this program.
I think everything's presented as, okay, here's a teachable moment, you messed up, I'm going to tell you messed up, and then here's how you can go forward and fix it in the future. But it's really showed me to say, hey, you're here, fail now so that you don't fail later on. It's okay to fail. Right now the stakes are pretty low, right? At the detachment level, nothing too bad's going to happen. But if you push that up further and you fail when you're on active duty or you're in a plane and you have guys in that plane with you, then that's when stuff matters. So I think it's all about learning how to fail now and move on from that.
I think everyone has a story, everyone has a path. I don't think leadership development could be defined into one or put into one definition. I think it's being a person that's more open-minded, a person who cares, a person who looks at the development of not only themselves but others around them. It's kind of just altering the mindset of, rather than the selfishness that I feel like we tend to have, it's kind of more of the outward, caring for others and caring about everyone.
So this opportunity is really giving me a chance to develop new skills. So, and the course curriculum, it's almost like I'm going back to, being in the seat, whether it's stress management, conflict management, interacting with teams, team dynamics. It's really great, and I'm taking away a lot from the curriculum just personally, and I try to impart that back on the cadets as well. It's all about teamwork and building the best leader that we can, both for this program, because as they come back from field training, they lead this program, and then to go on and lead in tomorrow's Air Force. So my goal every day is to come in and make these cadets better than I ever was, better than I ever could be, and build that next generation.
The United States has faced many enemies and overcome many trials. The men and women of the United States Air Force stand ready to protect our nation and its people in the air, space, and cyberspace. Officers are to lead the Air Force, serving selflessly with dignity and honor. At Detachment 592, we build these leaders. We develop men and women who will not only lead, but excel. As a cadet in this detachment, you will be challenged physically, mentally, but most importantly, as a team. Together, you will overcome daunting obstacles, strive to become the best version of yourself, and at the same time, creating bonds that will last a lifetime.
I think you should join Detachment 592 because whether you end up in the Air Force or not, in your time in college, you're going to be a better person, you're going to be a more developed person, you're going to get experiences that people around you aren't getting, you're going to get growth that people around you aren't getting, and you will come out of college either with a well-paying, secure job that you're going to love, or just as a better, more developed person that's prepared for whatever you do end up doing.
We will lead our airmen to succeed. We will honor those who came before us and pave the way for those who follow us. We will serve and protect those in need, both at home and abroad. As officers in the United States Air Force, we will fly, fight, and win.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Lance. I view this program as an internship. During the first 2 years, we invest in people who are exploring whether or not they want to wear a uniform while they serve their country. We teach concepts like leadership, followership, discipline, integrity. We assess, give feedback, and provide continual opportunities for growth. It's actually not until the final years that a member is contracted and receives a full commitment from the Air Force to grow them into an officer. I believe whether you spend 1 semester in the program or 4 years, you'll be better equipped to pursue whatever endeavor you want in life.
When I say war, you say nine and warrior! Warrior! Warrior!
Good afternoon, JROTC cadre, cadets, and parents. I just want to thank you all for coming to this awesome drill competition ceremony that we have planned for you guys. Without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our detachment commander, Lieutenant Colonel Don Land.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out today. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Every year, Detachment 592 hosts a drill meet. And it was when COVID came up, we were really concerned that it was going to limit the opportunities for people, junior RTC units around the nation to participate in what was a very camaraderie building and skill refining, and quite honestly, a moment to show what the skills that you've developed. And the cadets at Det 592 decided to do a virtual drill meet, and I hope that it has continued to propagate those fun events that are memorable for you. We actually had, I think it was 11 schools across 8 different states, and 1 school was from 2,000 miles away. So we were pretty excited to have somebody have that opportunity from over 2,000 miles away. The cadets really enjoyed looking at all of your videos, seeing the skills that you've obviously learned over the years, and had a very difficult time grading those because there's so much proficiency out there. But they have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoy doing it yourself, and I look forward to hearing the results of today's event. Cadet LeBeau.
Hey, so thank you. Now we're going to be turning it over to our cadet recruiting officer for just a few short words about our detachment, or why you should join Air Force ROTC for a post-secondary education.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and participating in this amazing event. I love personally the drill competition we hold every year. It's an exciting time for our detachment and for JROTC units, and I'm really glad we were able to still host that event for you guys. So yes, I am the cadet recruiting officer. I am Lydia Felton. I am an AS300 and currently at Detachment 592. And I just wanted to give you guys just a little bit of information about the role that I play, about the culture of our detachment, and, you know, just provide a little bit more information about a possible next step that you can be taking within the next couple of years. So our detachment is really family oriented. In this program, there are going to be several opportunities for you to learn and grow as a leader and as a future officer of the United States Air Force or the United States Space Force. I've been here 3 years, and I can tell you honestly and genuinely that I am not the same person that I was coming into this program initially. It has taught me a lot about myself and who I am as a person, and I honestly can't see myself doing anything else. I know I'm a little bit biased because I've been in this program for so long, but I can honestly say that it is going to leave a rewarding effect on your life and who you are as a person. So here is a flyer with our detachment information on it. I'm also going to be putting my personal information in the chat portion of Zoom so that should you have any personal questions about the program, about college life and how we balance that as being as also being a ROTC cadet, or if you just want to figure out the next steps in which you can look to join our program. I'll put that in the chat and you guys can reach out to me at any time. Thanks so much.
Alrighty, thank you, Cadet Felton, for that. So moving on to our first event of the drill sequence, our color guard event. Just so you guys are aware, we will be allowing you guys to unmute yourself and clapping for your school if you guys are called, or just clapping for each other in general, because this is a friendly competition. And we want you guys to be able to participate in congratulating those other cadets in schools. So in third place for the color guard, Riverview High School. In second place for the color guard, James F. Burns High School. And in first place for the color guard, Clover High School. Moving on to our individual regulation events, starting off with our individual armed. In third place, we have Byron P. Steele High School. In second place, we have Randolph-Macon High School Academy, excuse me.
Go Jackets! Yeah! Yay!
And in first place, we have Clover High School. Moving on to our individual unarmed events. Third place, we have Clover High School. In second place, we have Cane Bay High School. And in first place for individual unarmed, Randolph-Macon Academy.
Go Jackets!
Moving on to our first year element event. This event is a little bit unique to our detachment and our drill competition. This is an event for freshmen only. They conduct an element on their own without any for sophomores, juniors, or seniors. So this is a really awesome opportunity for those freshmen to get themselves out there and test their skills. In third place, we have James F. Burns High School. In second place, we have Clover High School. And in first place, we have Cane Bay High School. Moving on to our element armed regulation. Third place, we have Byron P. Steele High School. In second place, we have Randolph-Macon Academy.
Go Jackets!
And in first place, we have Clover High School. Moving on to our element unarmed events. In third place, we have Byron P. Steele High School. In second place, we have Cane Bay High School. And in first place, we have Clover High School. Moving on to our flight armed regulation event. In third place, we have Randolph-Macon Academy.
Go Jackets! Yeah!
In second place, we have McDowell High School. And in first place for flight armed regulation, we have Clover High School. Moving on to our flight unarmed regulation events. In third place, we have Byron P. Steele High School. In second place, we have Clover High School. And in first place, we have McDowell High School. Moving on to our exhibition events. These events are not judged the same way that the regular regulation events are judged in. We like to call it the it factor, that really awesome example of how you can distinguish yourself from your peers and other schools. So these events are definitely not judged the same way, and we just love seeing what you guys come up with, whether it's armed or unarmed or individual, flight, element, whatever it is. You guys come up with some really awesome stuff, so thank you guys. For individual armed exhibition, in third place, we have Byron P. Steele High School. In second place, we have Randolph-Macon Academy.
Go Jackets!
And in first place, for individual exhibition armed, we have West Florence High School. Moving on to exhibition element armed. In third place, we have, or excuse me, in second place, we have Central High School.
Go Bears!
And in first place, we have Randolph-Macon Academy.
Woo! Yeah! Go Jackets!
Moving on to our exhibition element unarmed. In second place, we have Central High School.
All right, go Bears!
And in first place, we have Randolph-Macon Academy.
Yay!
Moving on to exhibition flight armed. In second place, we have Riverview High School. And in first place, we have Randolph-Macon Academy.
Go Jackets! Go!
Moving on to exhibition flight unarmed. In third place, we have Byron P. Steele High School. In second place, we have Riverview High School. And in first place, we have McDowell High School. So this does conclude the regulation and exhibition events announcements for first, second, and third place. We will now be moving on to our grand champion, overall third, second, and first place winners for grand champion. I just want to thank you guys all again. As Lieutenant Colonel Land had said, this is a national competition. I believe, if I remember correctly, we have 11 schools from around 7 different states. So it was a huge juggling act and a huge challenge for us. And I'm just really excited that you guys were able to flex and really show your guys' stuff through video, through online formatting, really being able to make that flex and be really proactive and get really excited for what we're doing here. So in third place for grand champion, we have McDowell High School. In second place for grand champion, we have Randolph-Macon Academy.
Go Jackets!
And last but not least, for first place for grand champion, we have Clover High School.
Thank you so much, UNCC.
Again, thank you guys so much for participating in our drill competition. I would love for everyone to stick around, please. If you guys do have any questions for us regarding our trophies or merchandise purchasing or shipping, please stick in this main room. This can be for any cadets or cadre or parents. In our first breakout room, we are going to be having one of our cadre members stick around and one of our cadets stick around for an ROTC questions or an ROTC life breakout room. And then in